Hey guys, welcome back. Origami here, bringing you a legitimate live reaction for Infinity Zone. The cards the full set just got dropped, and PokeBeach, or shout out to PokeBeach as always. I was actually live streaming some Q4 testing, and this set came out. So we are currently live, so I'm probably going to be talking to the chat while live reacting, but this is a legitimate live reaction, and I'm excited because I don't think I've ever done one of these before because I'm always impatient and just want to look at the cards right away. So shout out to Slapjack, who let me know. Also shout out to our sponsors at Guardian Gaming as always. We actually just finished giving away, actually no, we still have one more to give away, the Pikarom League deck codes, so if you guys want a chance to win those, check out the Twitch. I have to fix the screen real quick because there's a black thing on top. So let me do that real quick, like, there we go, that looks good. All right, so Infinity Zone, we're gonna just look at some artwork, we're gonna look at some cards. Once again, shout out to the sponsors as always, 10%. I actually have a direct link to my code, so you get immediate 10% off whenever you buy codes there. So shout out to Guardian Gaming, amazing people as always. I've seen all the hype cards already. Obviously, we've already seen Crobat. There's a Scizor, which Scizor's cool. Wait, there's a Silence VMAX? I don't think I've seen that either. And two more energy. They made us a colorless one. Dude, I'm waiting for my fighting one, bro. Every time they make fighting special energies, they're always really hype. All right, let's do the do. Let me quickly do this so I can see the chat. Do this so I can see my screen while recording. And I think the audio is working, and we should be good. Got Pettis and Pettisect. Sure, 120. Flip a coin of heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is paralyzed. It's okay, boring cards. Vine, 90 HP, draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. Not bad. Heal damage for the same amount. Okay, boring. Pan Sage. I should probably actually read these cards. Simisage. Oh god, what an ugly Pokemon. Why does his tail look like? Why does his tail look like hands clapping? Like this man's a fan of Friends. Like I don't know what to tell you. Giga Impact. This Pokemon can't attack. All right, cool. All right. Ooh, we got a Decidueye line. First of all, everybody loves a Rowlet. I'm gonna remove the logo on screen, but hey, check out Guardian Gaming. There we go. Love the artwork. Absolutely love the artwork. If you play Bird Keeper from your hand during this turn, ignore all energy and the cost of this Pokemon. Oh, so you can attack for free. Attack the 6 exam one of your opponent's bench Pokemon if you use Bird Keeper. You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I'm gonna jump to the bottom because this is actually something I like to do just in general. It's good to look at the trainers first because the trainers actually impact the rest of the cards, right? So let's look at this. Powerful colorless energy. As long as the card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless energy. The attack of the colorless Pokemon this card attached to do 20 more damage. Oh, that's strong energy. They put it on a colorless Pokemon? Do we have good colorless Pokemon? I mean, that's cool if we have good colorless Pokemon. Hide energy. This means that the retreat cost of dark Pokemon is 0. We've seen this already. Not bad. All right. Rose Tower, I'm really excited for this from Dragapult. This card stays in play when you play, okay. This card stays in play when you play it. This card, okay, whatever. Once during either player's turn, this player may draw cards from their deck until they have 3 cards in their hands. So this is a really good card for just decks that tend to play their hand size, their hand size down pretty low. So I like it, I'm excited. I think Rose Tower is just a good standard stadium if you want to play a stadium card in your deck. Especially since like, does the Dene rotate? I don't think the Dene rotates, does it? I don't think it does. Just in case like Power Plant, because Power Plant is probably going to be less useful with the amount of people playing cards like Crobat. Instruct in a stadium? Yeah, pretty much, instruct in a stadium. The Dene will still be legal, yeah. But I think people are going to be playing Crobat because at least Crobat doesn't get O-code by things like Cramorant and stuff like that. So people are probably going to be leaning towards Crobat. So Power Plant is going to be less useful, which makes me think that I don't need to play Power Plant in many decks, which means I can play things like this. Also, this is a good card too for Dragapult. Whenever a player Pokemon is moved from the active bounce spot to the bench during their turn, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. It's pretty good. I don't know if I'd play it because that obviously put damage on my own Pokemon. But it's good with Mr. Mime. In Dragapult to stop them from putting as much damage on the board, and of course Rose. I'm really excited because these are pretty much the only upgrades Dragapult's getting, but they're pretty good upgrades. Choose up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile and attach them to one of your Pokemon VMAX, then discard your hand. So obviously the reason why I want to play Rose Tower is because I want to play Rose and Dragapult, and I mean Dragapult is like the only good VMAX right now. But obviously there's gonna be more in the future, right? So this is just an amazing card, so I can't wait to play this card. Just like now I don't have to play Malamar. Obviously Malamar's gonna rotate, and I look at these cards in a post-rotation setting. But like, this is really cool. Being able to, even attaching one energy is all you really need to do for Dragapult, because then you can just manually attach the other one. So this on its own is really strong. You obviously have access to Oranguru in Dragapult as well. So you can keep like a research on top of your deck, play the Rose, discard your hand, and now you know you're gonna top deck a research next turn. Things like Mewtwo is probably going to be more useful again for the same reason. You can play down the Mewtwo to put a research back on top of your deck. So you can easily manipulate the top card of your deck, which is the main concern, right? So even if they Marnie you, which they're giving you 4 more cards if they Marnie you as number 1. Number 2 is you're going to guarantee draw into the card, right? So the biggest threat that you have is Reset Stamp, but then you're drawing cards off a Reset Stamp because you're a 0 card hand, right? So Rose is pretty good in Dragapult. It's a pretty good supporter, so I'm actually excited about that. Let's see. Is there anything you could even do at all to beat Eternatus? Eternatus just, we'll see. We're going to look at the set and we're going to decide how good Eternatus is going to be, because I still am not confident in how good Eternatus is going to be. We got Pierre's. Search your deck for a dark Pokemon and an energy, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Alright, we've seen that. Bird Keeper. So what's the deal with this? Switch your X Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon, then draw 3 cards. That's so bad. Wait, really? I was really excited. I was hoping like it'd be like a Bird Keeper deck. I was really excited about that. That's a shame. Alright. Mountainous Smoke. When this Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage, your opponent puts any prize cards that they pick into their discard pile instead of their hand. So it's actually pretty good for like VMAX decks, or like just decks that give up 3 prizes, because a lot of the time they kind of use the prizes as their card advantage. So being able to forcibly discard the cards is pretty strong. So that might be a good card for a lot of decks. We'll see. Toughness Cape. First of all, that's my cape. The max HP of base Pokemon's cards attached to increased by 50, excluding GX. So it works on V Pokemon? Really? That's really strong. And it also works on EX Pokemon, which is not really relevant, but like, that's a really good card. What? That's a really good card. Why did they exclude GXs when Vs have... I guess they could have excluded Tag Team GXs, right? Because Vs have more HPs than regular GXs. They could have just said excluding Tag Team GXs. That would have been so much better. This is a ridiculous card. Plus 50 HP is ridiculous. Remember Fighting Fury Belt? That was plus 40, I think, right? That's ridiculous. Cape makes Spiritomb a beefy boy? Oh yeah, definitely works for Spiritomb. Cape is strong. Tomb hitting for 310 damage. They're scared of tags, but yeah, too much HP. 9 turns of Building Spite plus Rainbow Energy. Dude, that's hilarious. Tomb's got a nice little buff. Tomb's can hit like big Oko numbers now, which is good. Of course, Tombs also lose to Tool Scrapper. We have a new fossil card that lets you, it's another like ubiquitous fossil for the new stuff, the new cards. Turbo Patch, I know people are worried about this card. It's a coin flip any patch. You can put a discard pile from your energy. Choose a basic energy card from your discard pile attached to one of your basic Pokemon. It's only basic Pokemon, and it could be anywhere, so that's pretty strong as well. It doesn't have to be the bench, but it only works on basics, so we'll see. We'll see how good it is. I mean, it sounds pretty good. It's a flipping card though, and you know how flipping cards work. Cheery Yellhorn confuses both players. I don't know how good that is. There's definitely going to be some gimmicky decks that take advantage of that. That's weird. I don't know if this is good. I mean, Confusion. I mean, this might be good in decks that like force Pokemon to stay active, but like we still have access to Switch and stuff. So I don't know. Anyways, that's it for the trainers. There's only like one new trainer. There's like 2 new trainers that I haven't seen yet. I guess 3 if you count the Bird Keeper. But we've seen all those cards already, like as they've been released. Anyways, back to the Pokemon. We were at the evolution. Let's see what Decidueye does. First of all, hold on. I gotta appreciate Dartrix, because Dartrix is a handsome boy. Look at this man. Look at this dude. And we got Decidueye. Prevent all damage on this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon V and GX. Bro, that's crazy. Really? We have a what's that ability called? Like the barriers abilities, but for both Vs and GX. That's gonna be busted and expanded. That's gonna be crazy if you can set that up. I mean, there's a stage 2, but like stall decks have a new best friend. Like, hello, that's so strong. Of course, you have to evolve into it, and stage 2s and stall don't really go together. Split arrow. This attack is 20 damage to 2 of your special Pokemon. The attack is good too, bro. This is a good card. That's a pretty good card. We have like Turf Field too, so you can easily set this up. Huh. Decidueye, Decidueye, V, and that's crazy. And V's encapsulate V Max, so you get V Max protection and GX protection. That's crazy. That's a good card. Vacuum Stall was good last night, I see. Oh yeah, well, I should probably mention that Grass is the exception. We needed the Decidueye break. Only 140 is set. I mean, that's fine. A lot of these cards don't even have backup attackers. Like, yeah, I mean, like, think about current Pikarom. Think about this. Think about what's it called? Dragapult. Think about like Zacian decks. They don't have backup attackers, so like they don't have anything that's non-V and GX. That's crazy. That's a good card. Like, I'm excited about that. I actually want to build around that. Offensive Decidueye, that's so cool. Then you have like, and like if you're playing against decks that can OHKO you can play like some of these higher HP grass Pokemon like Rowlegs and stuff like that and just deal damage that way. So like you have all sorts of outs. It's really cool. Houndoom, 100 damage if any of your fire Pokemon have damage counters on them. Attack does 100 more damage. 200 damage is not bad. There's not really a way to buff that damage though, so 200 is not great, but it's not bad. You can burn them. Compensation Flame. It's a good name. Oh, we got another starter. Got Torchic. Can you guys? All right, cool. We got Torchic. We have good old Combuskin, and we got Blaziken. This is a fire and a fighting type. Turbo Drive 130. Oh, it's Turbo Drive. Oh, this is a good card actually. Being a fire and a fighting type is amazing. Hitting Zacian and hitting Pikarom, that's really cool. You can set this up fast enough. It is a really rough energy. Actually, we have that DCE for like babies now, so it's not actually that hard to set up. You just have to have like perfect turns. But like if you can have perfect turns, you can win most matchups. That's actually really strong because 130 is OHKO range against all these things. That's crazy. That's a good card. I don't know if it's like, I don't want to call it a good card because it doesn't really do anything for your board. Like the card itself doesn't make you more consistent. It just makes you just have really good matchups. But like you have really good matchups, which is cool. You just have to set up. And if you have to set up a stage 2 just for attacking, it's never really that good. Stage 2s are really only good if they have crazy abilities that make your deck more consistent. Generally. We got the monkeys. I don't know why they keep printing these monkeys. You were voted everyone's least favorite Pokemon, and you're sitting here on the bench smirking. You just know that you're ugly, bro. I'm sorry. He's cool. He's less cool. Galarian Darmanitan as a fire type. Oh, it's the snowman one, and he uses water energies. That's really cool, actually. He's not a basic though. That's cool. A fire type for water decks. That's really strong. You may discard all energy from this Pokemon if you do his attack does 60 more damage. Cool. I mean, it's not great, but like, it's cool that it exists. I wish we had more cards like this that were actually strong. Dude, the Pokemon would be so much more fun if we actually had techs like this. Like, can you think about it? Like, imagine if we had good, strong, basic Pokemon that were different types, that use different energy types than the type that they were. That would be ridiculously good for Pokemon. It'd make the game way more healthy, I think. Because then it'd be so much easier to just like be all like, hey, just because I have weakness doesn't mean that you're gonna win immediately. And then it'd be like it'd be like a game of skill. That'd be nice. Pokemon, get on that. Pika is dead. Is Pika dead? What does Pika lose? Does Pika lose Thunder Mountain or Cocoa Prism? I know it loses one of them. I don't know if Pika's dead though. Pika still has like a bunch of its good cards. It doesn't have Electro Power anymore, but like you don't need Electro Power in Pika to be strong. Zeraora is not that good either. Like honestly, you don't need Zeraora either. I don't think it loses cards that make it weak. E-Power has always been good to push for KOs, but like you already easily 2-hit KO the entire meta with Pikarom, and Pikarom's in the mode of 2-hit KOing already anyways, and you Oko babies all the time. So I don't think Pikarom is dead. I just think it's not ridiculous anymore. I still think it's gonna be a good deck though. Suicune? Suicune is posing right now. What is going on? You're showing me a little bit too much. Or Aurora Loop. Return 2 energies. Okay, whatever. Relicanth searches for fossils for some reason. Panpour. So happy. Semipour. Just, once again, all these water types are posing right now. Is there like an Instagram out there? Galarian Darumaka. Look how cute this thing is. This thing's adorable. Vanillite. Shastapoi. Vanillish. I heard this Vanillix was something. I actually didn't read it yet. Freezing Cold. Once per turn of this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may flip a coin if heads your opponent's active Pokemon is not paralyzed. That's pretty boring. It's not that great. Marini, we have a Toxapex. That's exciting. Is it good? It'd be nice if we had a good Toxapex. I really like Toxapex. Discard energy from this Pokemon. If you do, heal all damage from this Pokemon. I mean, with Giant Cape, that's 180. That's still not great. Poison Whip, your opponent's active Pokemon's not poison. Alright, boring. Okay, we got Dreadnought. We've already seen this card, but it's still cool. 210 HP, take 30 less damage from attacks. It's like a Blastoise. Power Bite, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. Whatever, boring. It's just another water type Pokemon, so Frostmoth is always an option. The Thick Man himself, 320 HP. The same ability, Hard Shell, so it's like 350, which is pretty good. It's actually really strong. Gmax Stone Surge, 160 damage. Flip a coin if has the attack does 80 more damage. That's boring. You could have at least had a good attack. It'd be nice if this was a good card. Man, that sucks. Oh well. Now I want ice cream. Dude, I want ice cream too. Don't even talk about ice cream. Don't even talk about that right now, bro. Toxapex GX is busted, you're right. Buff padding makes it 400 HP. Oh, it's buff paddable? That's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Too bad its attack sucks. I mean, to be fair, it's still a good attack. you do 2-hit KO. And like, if you play buff padding, you could probably make this like tanky Frostmoth. Like, you could probably do something with that. Because you can avoid a lot of 2-hit KOs if you have 400 HP. So there's something to explore. There's definitely something to explore here. Because both reducing damage and having that much extra HP could make this card pretty viable. And hitting 160 HP means you 2-hit KO every other tag team. And it's only 3 energies. It's actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think this card's pretty good. I mean, the 80 damage is just like a bonus, right? Like, it's not like the best thing in the world. If you hit the 80 damage, you hit 240, which can Oko things like Pikarom. So you're gonna need to flip some pretty good, you're gonna have to flip pretty well to deal with lightning, but you can deal with lightning, which is crazy. And post-rotation, they can't even Oko you without a GX attack. So that's pretty strong too. This is actually, I take it back. This is definitely something. This is probably gonna be the best partner for Frostmoth. So yeah, buff padding. You're not even asking for that much either. 3 energies is not that much to have to set up. The most you're asking for is setting up Pokemon. And finding the buff padding, right? So it's gonna be a pretty difficult list to make good, but there's definitely something there. Water acceleration is bad. And it's not, I mean, like, it's not great for sure, but it's not bad either. I definitely think there's something. It's not gonna be like, I'm not saying it's gonna be like tier 1 by any means, but I definitely think there's something legitimate here with Dreadnought. Because like I said, hitting 160 is a good number to hit. Oh yeah, you can also use Weak Guard and use it as an energy cost. That's true as well. That's pretty strong actually. Yeah, there's definitely something here. 400 HP is bananas. Like, having to hit 400 to take an Oko is impossible, except for like Pikarom using a GX attack, right? And you also have to think about this in post-rotation sense too. So this is pretty cool. I actually, the more I think about it, the more I like it. We also have Bucket as well. Here, I'm gonna head to bed. All right, see you later, Levi. Sleep well, handsome. Shout out to Antonio as well. We got Dracovish. Look at this man. Ooh, that is ugly. That is ugly. If this is Pokemon's reactive Pokemon, your opponent can't play any Pokemon from their hand to evolve their Pokemon. Oh, that's like nerfed Archeops. That's pretty cool. That can win a lot of matchups on its own. That's just like a fun little tech Pokemon to play into decks. I like it. I really like that actually. Obviously Fiona exists, so it's not super good right now. But maybe in like 2 years, maybe after this rotation, the rotation after next. You got Octovish. Oh, it evolves from Rare Fossil though, which is less fun. So it's not really a good tech, but it's really cool ability. During your opponent's next turn, the Pokemon takes 60 less damage from attacks. It's not bad, but not great. Let's check out our new electric friends. I've never really liked Electric and Manectric. I always thought they were really boring Pokemon. The other thing that's cool about Manectric is that he's got Johnny Bravo hair, and you know Johnny Bravo is like, let's be honest, he's beautiful. He's a great man. Flash Impact detects will take damage from your bench to one of your bench Pokemon. Oh, really? That's boring. Why even make cards like these? Why do you make cards that are bad? Just don't make bad cards. Kapu Kokiko is here. Draw 2 and Lightning Ball. Hey, look, man. Non-GX, free retreat, easy to attack card. I'll take it, man. It's good for Pikarom. It's a non-GX attacker. The only problem is that its good attack is 3 energies, or its damaging attack is 3 energies. But it's free retreater. I mean, that's just good in its own right. Dracozolt, the other fossil. 30 damage during your opponent's next turn. This Pokemon's rising charge does 90 more damage, and has Giga Impact. I really want smaller sets. Me too, bro. I don't buy sets anymore. And the last fossil boy, Arctozolt. Numbing Vortex. Whenever your opponent attaches an energy card from their hand to one of their Pokemon, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. It's not bad. I mean, you can technically stack this. It's not great though. Abilities like these have never done well, so whatever. I don't like how dissimilar they are. They definitely make them separately and just merge them into one line. Yeah. Wish I had fewer secret rares and fewer bulk trash card. Yeah, me too. I was thinking we don't need these bulk, honestly. And like, there's a lot of bulk in this set so far. Wigglytuff. So recently, just because of Pokemon Go, I have been loving Wigglytuff, just because he's like my Great League champion. I love this dude. It's a great Pokemon. This Pokemon's active Pokemon is now Sleep. Double Smash. Okay, boring. Double Smash. Oh, but by the way, every time I look at these cards, it reminds me that we lost the fairy typing, and it makes me so sad. Alright, Gothita, Gothorita, and Gothitelle. Let's look at some artwork. Look at the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck and put them back in any... Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck and put them back in any order. Whiny Voice, choose one random card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals the card, shuffles into their deck, and double spin. So this one's happy with the lights. This one's chilling in the flower field. And this one has ruined the flower field, you crazy psycho. Psychic Trip, 40 damage attack. This active Pokemon's not confused. 90 damage, choose 2 random cards from your opponent's hand, and your opponent reveals them, shuffle them into their deck. That's pretty strong. I mean, it's not a good card, but pretty cool attack. Alright, Golett. We have another Golurk. Didn't we just get a Golurk? Wait, where is it coming from? Is this Ultra Space? Or is he like destroying the universe? Is he creating a black hole and is going to destroy the world? Like, I don't know what's happening. Then we got Golurk, who is throwing a rock. That's a lot less impressive. Explosive Punch and Golurk Hammer. Alright, that's pretty boring. Ooh, a Mimikyu. Your opponent's bench Pokemon can't be healed. Does that work? I'm trying to think if that works with Malolana. It does work, right? Because you switch the bench first and then you heal, right? Because you don't, or is it? Huh. Hold on. I'm looking at Malolana real quick. Because if it's heal and then switch, or is it switch and then heal? I think it's switch and then heal, which then this does stop Malolana. Switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. When you play this card, you may discard 2 other cards from your hand. If you do heal and 20 damage from the Pokemon, you move to your bench. Yeah, so it's switch then heal. So this Mimikyu does stop you from healing with Malolana. So that's pretty scary. That might just be a tech. That's amazing. That's great for Dragapult. Hello, all these decks that use Malolana. Hello, that's amazing. That's so good. Yes, please, thank you. More Dragapult fun. That's so cool. Hello, that's so cool. I like that. That's amazing, dude. Why is Mimikyu always amazing? Why is every Mimikyu card the best? That's so good. Alright, oh, we got this card. This card's dumb. This, whatever. Eating aura. I mean, it has aura in the name, so it's not that bad. As long as Pokemon's your active Pokemon, your opponent attaches an energy from their hand to one of their Pokemon. Put 3 damage cards on that Pokemon. It has to be active, which is super lame, but you can stack that with Arctozolt. And now if you have this active and you have 4 Arctozolt on the bench, you can every time they attach an energy, it's 110 damage, which is hilarious, bro. We're building that deck. I love the text. Hollow Missile. 60 damage, put 3 damage cards on any Pokemon on your opponent's bench Pokemon in any hecking way you like. Dude, I don't know why you bleep the word hecking. That's so weird. 60 damage, put 3 damage cards on your opponent's bench Pokemon in any hecking way you like. This is actually pretty cool. Like, just as a deck concept, it's hilarious. So I'm probably gonna play it. Just to troll people by making sure they never attach energies. And I don't think it's like, and it's attach energies from your to your active Pokemon, right? It has to be from their hand. In this case, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Well, the decks they get hit for 220. That's hilarious, bro. All the trolls. Land Pulse. Okay, let's take a look at this artwork. Trapinch is a crochet. Love it. The Brava is one of the weirder Pokemon to exist in just Pokemon. Such a strange Pokemon. Like why is it? It's such a strange evolution line, right? But whatever, it's cool. Brava Sand Maze. If this Pokemon's your active Pokemon, your opponent's active Pokemon can't retreat. It's okay, but everybody plays switches and stuff. Why is Flygon 3D? This thing looks so ugly. Desert Geyser. 30 damage, 130 damage. If your opponent has a stadium in play, discard it. If you do, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage and effects done to this Pokemon by attacks of your opponent's Pokemon. It's not bad. So if you have a stadium in play, you get to prevent damage. Water is good for the soul. If they have a stadium, you get to discard it. It's not bad. It's just 150 HP. Like, why would you make a stage 2 and have it have such little HP for no reason? High attack cost, low damage output, low HP. It's got a decent ability, but it's not good. So boring. Makes me sad. Hippo is hilarious. And Big Boy Hippo is less hilarious. Like, he's so wrinkly. Look how wrinkly he is, bro. Somebody's looking at hippos for too long. Triple Smash and Land Crush. We got Rhyperior, but no VMAX Rhyperior, which is very sad. Definitely hammers in that Corsola deck, absolutely. Let's see, this card, I remember this card being cool. Drogon, discarded a card from your opponent's active Pokemon. I mean, it's just another Pokemon that you can play in Sandaconda, or not Sandaconda, I guess it was Sandaconda, but this is a new Pokemon you can use, right? What was the Pokemon's name again? Colossal. Then Heavy Rock, 200 damage to Pokemon, can't use its attack during its next turn. It's just not as good as Sandaconda. Unfortunately, it's just not as good as Sandaconda. What a bad card, that's so sad. Alright, Pissimian. Call for Family, Rock Curl. Alright, boring. Let's look at the dark stuff, because this is what matters. Okay, so Spinarak, adorable. Ariados, cool. When you play this card from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may switch one of your opponent's evolution Pokemon with their active Pokemon. This is just annoying because it just preys on Dragapult, so you can't even switch to the bench. Depending if they play it, I mean, I guess you will, because like you need to fill up your bench with stuff. It just sucks because if you're playing the Spinarak, you're playing cards that are dead cards in your hand, right? So it's not super great. You're definitely gonna be playing 4 Crobat. Of course, Crobat is ridiculous. Once you're gonna turn your this Pokemon from your hand to your bench, you may draw cards, so you have 6 cards in your hand. So you can only use, you can only use 1 per turn. That's good. I'm glad they didn't make that. And then Poison Fingers, whatever. Of course, you have Zigzagoon, the ability one, not this one. Linoon, which has a decent attack. No, it's actually not that good, never mind. The other Linoon is better because it switches you. You got a new Obstagoon. Once during your turn, you may have your opponents discard cards from their hand until they have 4 cards left. That's pretty good. I mean, it's a nice card to play in Obstagoon, I guess. That way you're not forced to Marnie every turn. It's not bad. I don't hate it. Knuckle Impact, pretty boring. We got a Scrafty. Ooh, look at that. That's adorable. Look at these Scraggies, bro. So Journal was meta event, you're right. So having Master Hand from Smash finally got a Pokemon card. Alright. what we got with Scrafty. The snake Pokemon can't retreat. Bad Brawl, 90 damage to the Pokemon. If you played Piers, attack does 90 more damage. That's pretty boring. We got Inkay. And we got Malamar. Malamar! If you guys want to have a good laugh, Google Malamar's cry. The English Malamar cry. Malamar! This thing's hilarious. Random pack, 80 damage. Got a message. Did my phone die? Oh, my phone just died. Didn't even give me a warning. 80 damage, flip 2 coins, attack does 40 more damage for each head. I'm actually going to charge this because I'm going to need it after I finish streaming. Okay, let's see. Alright. Hoopa. I'm actually really excited to see the colors Pokemon now that we have that energy card. Dude, that energy card, you can put it on, I don't know what's the colors Pokemon, right? That's cool. Hoopa, Salt Gates. Let's take a look at him first. Dude, why does every Hoopa artwork look the exact same? 90 damage. This Pokemon wasn't moved from your bench to the active spot during your turn. This attack does nothing. Oh, so it's 90, but only if it was moved. I mean, this is a pretty good card. Hitting 90 for 0 for like 1 energy, that's pretty strong. Because I can knock out like basic Pokemon and Jirachis and stuff like that. This is a good card. You just have to play a lot of switching, but like it's so easy to do. So like, remember Zap Beast? This is like a shoe-in in Zap Beast. This is pretty cool. It is affected by weakness resistant, but yeah. You can affect it by, but not being affected by weakness is smart because that card would be kind of overpowered in a lot of decks. Like if dark weak decks become like busted, this would be kind of broken, right? But so I'm glad they have that rule on it. But just doing 90 base damage is ridiculously strong. So Hoopa's a good card. You can't Oko Dragapult with it, but being able to put 90 damage on it is pretty strong. You don't hit Dragapult for weakness, which is good. We got Nickit, which is, by the way, probably one of my favorite Pokemon to come out of the new games. Like, look how adorable this thing is. And then we got Thievul, one of my least favorite Pokemon to come out of the new games. This thing is not adorable. He's cool though. He's got a little mustache. Search your deck card for search your deck for 2 cards. Pretty boring. All right, Eternatus of V and the VMAX. So 220 HP. 30 damage. You may attach a dark energy from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. That's interesting. I didn't know it was benched. But it's pretty good. Dynamax Cannon, 120 damage. Flip a coin. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a VMAX, attack does 120 more damage. You're probably never going to use this attack, like ever, but it exists and it's very scary. The VMAX though is where the big boy is. 340 HP is ridiculous. If all of your Pokemon in play are dark, you may have up to 8 dark Pokemon on your bench, and you can't play any other type of Pokemon. So when this ability is on, you cannot play any other bench Pokemon. So my issue with this deck is that it's really hard to make decks consistent without some sort of support engine. Your support engine is Crobat now, but Crobat by itself is not a strong card, especially in a deck like Eternatus that you're going to have a lot of energies, you're going to have a lot of Pokemon in your deck, right? So it's really hard to like thin your hand down. So that's my issue number 1, right? Its attack is really easy to set up though. As long as you can get an Eternatus VMAX active and attack with it, then you just set up the other one on the bench, you start attacking with the one on the bench. It's pretty good. My concern is how is it beat decks aren't Dragapult, right? You're just a 2-hit KO machine, which is fine, but like you're 2-hit KO the machine versus decks that are also 2-hit KO machines but aren't that aren't 3 prizers. So that's my main concern with this deck. But it's looking like a pretty good deck. I don't know how good it is against things like Baby Blound, Zacian. I guess against Zacian it's pretty good, right? As long as you can set up your full board, that's pretty strong, right? They can't really do much about that. So against Zacian it's pretty good, against Dragapult it's good. Against Pikarom, I'm a little bit worried. Because Pikarom's so fast. I guess post-rotation though, they don't have access to Thunder Mountain, but they don't really need Thunder Mountain. They have Cocoa Prism and energy switches, like Thunder Mountain's unnecessary. So And then they have access to Bolton, Coco V. They can 2-hit KO you while you 2-hit KO them or OHKO them, I guess in that sense. I'm interested. I'm actually really excited to test this. So now that we have this set, now that we have this set, by the way, let me think about this. We have this set now. I don't think there's any other cards that are going to be in our next set. So I'm gonna actually start testing physically again. So we're probably gonna have tabletop matchups soon. That's exciting. Be on the lookout for that. 30 damage, takes 30 damage times the number of your dark Pokemon, including itself, which is nice. So you can hit 270. It's pretty good. Yeah, 270 is pretty good. Pikachu's gonna have to really focus on Raichu. So that's Raichu and more Giant Charms. Scizor V, I'm excited. Oh, Big Bounce is hurt pretty hard after rotation. You are right, Big Bounce sucks after rotation. This card's definitely gonna be tier 1, I think. I'm not too sure yet. I can't tell you off the top of my head, but like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be tier 1. We don't have any good fighting decks either, so it's got a pretty safe weakness. No, is this set Explosive Walker and the 2 VMAX decks that make our August set? So we've seen everything, right? Have we seen Explosive Walker already? Omega? I don't know, I don't remember. Anyways, let's take a look at Scizor, because I haven't talked about the card yet. The artwork's pretty lame, I'm not gonna lie. Tear off, discard a Pokemon tool and special energy. And slash, pretty boring. 320 HP, the VMAX. God, Scizor is like not that cool of a looking Pokemon, honestly. Hard Scissors, what a name. During your next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. That's boring. Max Steel, what a boring card. Why is this card so boring? Who cares? Like, we have Copperajah VMAX, which is just so much better. It's a higher attack cost, but like Metal has a lot to compete with right now, and this is not the champion. Moving on. I was really excited too. Skarmory. Why do they show us only the cool cards? Like, have you noticed we haven't seen anything new that's really cool that they haven't shown us already? Like, they leak the entire set of all the good stuff and then leave us, like, whenever the actual set drops, it's just a bunch of filler. It's so boring. Metal Arms and Clink. Clink is in his habitat. I don't like this card, actually. Like, look how hyper realistic the screws are, and then Clink is there. We got Kling. And we got Klinklang. Klinklangs are always like, come on. If there's no Kling or Clank on your bench, this tag is nothing. It's what a boring card. So many boring cards. Qfent, look guys, it's some of the ugliest Pokemon in the game. Like, you're just a box, bro. Why are you just a box? It's such an ugly Pokemon. This Pokemon can't be affected by special condition. Revenge Stomp, 120 damage. If any of your bench Pokemon have any damage cards on the attack, does 120 more damage. Copperajah just hits so hard all the time for being a basic. And you have the giant cape now too, so you have like 240 HP that can hit 220. That's a strong card. And then you have, well, I guess, never mind. I don't think you can reduce more damage than that. I guess you can do Lucario Metal. So like, you can have 270 HP, essentially, and hit 240. That's so ridiculous, bro. That's so strong for no reason. Too bad it still gets OHKO'd by Eternatus, haha. Alright, now for the colorless Pokemon. Is it just me, or do we have like an obscenely large amount of Kangaskhan cards? Retaliate, yeah, we've seen Retaliate, Hammer, and 100 damage, okay. A Dunsparce, dude, shout out to Yellowspell. Been so long since I've talked to him. 60 HP, one last dig. If this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from opponent's attack, discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. Okay, that's boring. Teddiursa, adorable. You know, as a kid, I always thought Teddiursa was one of the cutest Pokemon. I don't really think that is anymore, but like, I used to always want to catch a Teddiursa every time I was playing Gold and Silver back in the day. And then we got Ursaring. My friend always nicknames Ursaring Big Titty because like, look at him. He's a big old titty. A pretty boring card. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck, whatever. I mean, the damage output isn't strong enough for me to be all like, oh, with the new energy card, it's so good. Skitty, definitely not my favorite. Search your deck for an energy card, reveal and put it into your hand. Whatever. Then we got Delcatty. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with one of their active Pokemon, then shuffle. Shuffle what? Okay. 90 damage, switch your opponent's active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon. The new active Pokemon is now confused. They just mistype? There's a lot of text on this card. Oh, I see. This is this part. So tail. So which one? Okay. I see what's going on. So this is just 90 damage by itself, but Alluring Tail is the actual text. They just messed up. No biggie though. Can't complain. We got good old Salamence, ugliest dragon. Attack does 30 damage when to each of your opponent's Pokemon. For 3 energies? That's ridiculous. I mean, Welder, I guess, but whatever. And like any other energy acceleration, I suppose. You're colorless, so you can do extra damage, I guess, to the active. 160 damage, it's okay. The VMAX though. Attack does 40 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. I mean, for 1 energy, that's good. I'm not gonna complain. For 1 energy, it's not bad. I don't know if it's a good spread deck, but it's interesting. 240 damage during your next turn. This Pokemon can't use Max Wing. It's actually not a bad card. You can set things up with Twin Sonic and finish them off with a Max Wing. It's not bad, I just don't think it's good. Like, I don't see how you're gonna win games with this card fast enough that you couldn't win games easier with or more consistently with other cards. So I don't know, we'll see. Maybe there's something I'm missing, but like I don't really think Salamence is that good. This card also gets triple acceleration. Does it? I mean, I guess, but I mean, triple acceleration is not bad. It's not bad. You hit him with a random Max Wing. If Max Wing did more damage, maybe. 240 is kind of low, which is like, it's only kind of low because like the rest of this card is so boring. Like it's got a heavy retreat cost, a bad weakness, its HP is just standard. Like everything about this is standard VMAX. There's nothing really exceptional about this card. Yeah, I'm not really interested. I don't think this card's like that good. I mean, like you can hit numbers, which is cool, I guess. 40 damage to 2 Pokemon, set them up so that you hit them for 260. So like, if you have 40 damage on one Pokemon, assuming it's not active, right? Assuming the Pokemon's not active, you hit 40 damage, and this is assuming you have the special energy as well. So 40 damage to set them up, and then you hit them for 260, so it's only 300. So you're not even knocking out tag teams. So that's kind of disappointing. Because I'm thinking about this in the Eternatus matchup, right? Like if you play with against Eternatus, and you hit them. You hit the Eternatus will set up the one on the bench, right? So your goal is to weaken the one on the bench. You hit the one on the bench for 240, or for 40, which means it's going to have 300 HP when it evolves and becomes active. So you're not OHKOing it with a 240 attack or 260 attack. You're still 40 damage short. So I don't know how you're going to disrupt enough. It might be time for every deck to play Crushing Hammers again. I don't know. I don't know how good this card's going to be. I mean, even if it's slow though, like it's not slow that's the problem. Because I'm just assuming like best case scenario, right? You get the special energy that you that gives you a boost, and you get T's triple energy to attack with Max Wing the following turn, right? Because you can't attack with Max Wing the turn afterwards, it's fine. Because since you're losing the energies anyways, so you're only going to use Max Wings like probably 2 or 3 times a game. Maybe you play this in Roxy Wheezing. I could definitely see that being useful. Actually, you know, maybe that's the play. Roxy Wheezing to set things up. Yeah, I could see that. You know what? I take it back. There's the deck. Salamence VMAX with Roxy Wheezing. To put things in range. The whole game plan is about putting things in range. Now you just have to draw a ridiculous amount so you can constantly get things. Yeah, okay, you know what? I take it back. Okay, I can see things. I can see this deck making gains. It's going to take a lot more though. You're probably going to be playing Scoop Ups, Zigzagoons, Roxy Wheezings, and very specific energies. That's cool though. Yeah, I can see it. That way you can actually get those OHKOs. And I don't know, do you play Welder? I don't know, but that's definitely, okay, somebody write that down for me so I don't forget. And when I ask the Discord inevitably later what deck should I play for tabletop matchups, don't let me forget this, because that's a really cool idea actually. Starly, if you play Birdkeeper, okay, whatever. We already don't like that. Starevia and Staraptor. Hurricane, 170 damage, you may move as many energy attached to your Pokemon as you like to any of your other Pokemon. And Brave Bird, 170 damage to itself. Pretty boring. Stage 2 as well. We got the best Pokemon, the best, most beautiful Pokemon, Duckling. And we got the ugliest Pokemon, Swanna. If you play Birdkeeper Toby, again, I keep saying Birdkeeper Toby, dude, shout out to him. Birdkeeper, 70 damage, you may discard one card from your hand if you do this attack to 70 more damage. It's pretty boring. Always have faith in Salmon's card. Bro, I can't even, my very first, I forget what that tournament's called, but they give you the cool mats. It's like APA or something like that, I don't know. It's the other TCG tournaments that like that aren't the sanctioned ones. The very first one I went to I made first place playing a dark box deck with Salmon's tech to beat Volcanion, and dude, Salmon's carried me so hard. So Salmon's, like, even though it's probably one of my least favorite Dragon type Pokemon design wise, it's probably one of the cards, like, every time I see a Salmon's card, I'm like, ooh, maybe he's good this time. You know, I'm always interested in more Salmon's cards. We got Squavit. Just a terrible name. This man makes me feel bad. And we got Greedent. 20 damage. Before doing damage, discard any Pokemon tools attached to your opponent's Pokemon. Hit and run. Return this Pokemon a card and all cards attached to your hand. So somebody said there was Talonflame again, but I don't see what you're talking about. But that's it. That's the set. That's the set. How do I feel about this set? This set sucks. Like, we get Eternatus. This set's so whack. Whatever. Like, we have the other part of the set that's good, I guess. How long have I been recording? I've been recording for 45 minutes, so I'm probably gonna end this video. But I live reacted. Things that I like. I think Dreadnought is interesting, so I want to. There's so many decks I want to experiment with, but I just know are not gonna be like good. You know what I mean? Dreadnought, Salamence. Salamence might have a chance though, because there's so many decks that like don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? Of course, if you want to troll around with this, everything else is pretty terrible. Like, obviously we get Crobat and we get like Eternatus, which is cool, I guess. But like all the expensive cards, like all the VMAX cards, they're so bad. Like, whatever. This has been fun. You got a genuine live reaction out of me. So hope you guys have enjoyed that. Thank you guys all for watching. I am going to stop this recording now, but if you have not already, answer the common question of the day, which is going to be, what is the card that you saw today that you're the most interested in that is not Crobat or Eternatus? Give me a less obvious answer in the comments down below for a chance to win a couple of these lovely codes we have right here. All these lovely codes. Thanks to our sponsors at Guardian Gaming as always, and drop a like on the video just to support the channel. Appreciate all of you guys. You know how it is. We're trying to get more likes and so that we get recommended by the YouTube system again. So support the video if you can, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.